Hey everyone, Joe here, Mobile Mechanic Repair and Solutions. We're finishing up our green machine build today at Walker Induction Solutions. Mike's right here. And we're just going to recap everything that we didn't capture in our last video. Looking over a few things. Mike, we did check valve that we didn't have in the last video.
Yeah, so the check valve, just a dormant off-the-shelf O'Reilly's. If you do it this way, it just looks OE. You got to shrink the plastic pipe, or you can just use vacuum line. What we did is we heated it up with a lighter and stuck it in the socket and rotated it until it shrunk. Worked out good. The only other thing that we done is cap off the factory PCV location. You can't run the vacuum to the intake unless you have a high pressure PCV valve, otherwise you'll put pressure into your crankcase, and you don't want pressure in your crankcase.
So we put on this catch can. This was part of the, wasn't in the last video.
Right, so the catch can is just joining both breathers into a single catch, and then it vents the atmosphere.
And another thing I think that wasn't on video too is the intake air temperature sensor we had to put in to the intake.
Yeah, and this is just a rubber grommet with a hole drilled in. It's factory air intake temp sensor. If you want to upgrade the air intake temp sensor to a thread style, you can get a O'Reilly's off the shelf, not off the shelf, but behind the shelf AX49 thread in style sensor. It's actually a Chevy sensor, but same plug, same resistance, so it sends the same signal. Probably didn't come out right, but it is.
I got it, Mike. Screen on the inlet side of the turbo. That's on. I think
stainless steel CX Racing fine screen. You can get the larger diameter inlets for the screen. It's just they allow a lot more bigger objects to pass through it, so the finer screen's better for a daily application.
What else do you think, Mike? How did this project turn out?
It turned out pretty good. The few things like the bumper and the fuel pump were a little bit disappointing, but it's just part of the learning process. This is the newest car we've done, so it's part of the learning curve. Exhaust turned out great.
And this is your third one with this exhaust setup?
Yeah, so this is the third one with full exhaust. You're the first one actually running it as a daily. The first person who has it actually took it off his car and running a wheel dump because he didn't want to run full exhaust.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the third one that I've made, and it sounds great. You know, I love the full exhaust sound. You know, it's for a different caliber of build. You know, it's more sleeper. It's a lot more reclusive, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it sounds pretty good too. So we're gonna end up doing some muffler work down the road, but we got a good temporary permanent solution to get us back. We're about 1,400 miles drive back home. We're gonna be taking this car to Florida. We're in Dewey, Oklahoma right now. Hey Mike, where's the other exhaust dump that you offer? Comes out on the front bumper?
So I have three different options for exhaust. You can either have the wheel dump, which points straight down the ground in front of the driver wheel, the bumper exit, which comes out of the bumper, obviously, or a hood exit. They're all free options. The standard is the wheel dump if you don't voice it.
Okay, and for those that haven't seen some of your stuff on your site, bumper exit is close to here. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
It's in that area. What I recommend is you measure your stuff before you drill your circle, so you have an idea of where exactly it's going to be. Because if you drill it in the wrong spot, I have to change it to either compensate it, or you got to get a beauty ring to fill in the gap. So
I gotcha.
Take your measurements, measure 3 times before you cut, and you won't have an issue.
Is your beauty ring included with your setup, or is that a customer?
It's a cut. You got to add a. It's up to you to buy a beauty ring. I don't provide a beauty ring.
Okay, that's good clarification.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. What? Let's walk through your.
I'm not video fucking.
Let's walk through your line over here. Don't need a whole in depth on your car. It's just a quick wrap up. What are your projects? What do you got going on right now? What's in your shop right now?
So I'm doing the TR6060 Durango with a twin turbo right now. This is my daily red Challenger. It's getting a 392 twin turbo. This is Braden Shockey's car, Shacky's car from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He has wiring issues or a failed lifter. We don't really know yet. I know that's a big difference, but anyways, cars from South Carolina. It's getting a full engine build and single oil. It's bay mount. Cars from Iowa. It's a V6 and it's getting a single turbo bay mount, and that's really it.
All right, and this one here, Mike. This one's
So this is the bird that we sent home last weekend. It blew up 2 hours from here. Put a hole in the block. Not entirely sure what happened. All the tunes look fine. Sent to 3 different tuners and they all verified it was fine.
So engine install on this one.
Yep, we're doing a full engine install, a brand new 0-mile Jasper engine. We're going to tear apart the old engine and see how it failed. If it has crushed bearings, we are going to say it was detonating. If it has broken ring glands, we're going to say it was detonating. Failed wrist pin, broken timing chain, stuff like that, we are going to label as a spontaneous failure. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Mike, what do we got right now? This is your daily. This is your daily right here.
Yeah, this is my Dodge. It'll get twin turbos. It's just what I drive right now while my red car is down and the Durango's getting the TR66 swap.
All right. So anybody that's looking for some custom turbo work, Walker Induction Solutions. We had a great time. We've been here all week. Mike's really thorough about getting our setup all complete. We're still fine-tuning our data logs and stuff with Savage Tuning, and we're going to continue to do that on the road while we're driving back home. Mobile Mechanic Repair and Solutions is going to be offering some of Mike's turbo setups. We're in Florida. We're going to cover some of the surrounding areas. If you need anything, reach out to us, talk to Mike. We'll try to help out with all your Hemi needs. And in the meantime, Mike, it was great.
It's good to see you, boss.
All right.
I really hope you enjoy your car. This is something that it's my passion. It's a burning passion for me. I've been building turbo sets for the past 10 years. I've been public for 7 months, and it's been something that you guys seem to love.
Well, that's good. So, concluding on this episode, Mike, keep following up Mobile Mechanic 01 on YouTube and Facebook. Mike's page, Walker Induction Solutions.
Yes, sir.
On Facebook, and we'll be posting clips, burnouts, some more work to come on the car, some sound clips. I know we get a lot of people asking questions, and we got the bulk of the work done, and we'll continue going. So appreciate everyone for following along. Like us, share, and in the meantime, catch you later.